Last week, the Detroit Lake School Board finally selected a date and a price tag for a new buildings project. Now, we've talked about this before, but now we have some concrete numbers. The election is going to be November 5th. The price tag, $59 million, which I won't lie, when I originally heard, I had a little bit of sticker shock. Partly because I did not realize how many other projects besides just an elementary school the Detroit Lake School District was going to be going for here in November. Let me just read you, according to reports, what this $59 million would go towards. It would go towards the construction of a new K-3 elementary school, which would be built north of the city of Detroit Lakes on Richwood Road. It would be improving security at the middle school and high schools, constructing a new gymnasium at the high school, and upgrading the HVAC system. It would also pay for playground improvements, the reconfiguration of Roosevelt the reconfiguration of Roosevelt Elementary School for grades 4 and 5, which would be moved there, and the reconfiguration and remodeling of classrooms and construction of a new gym at the high school, the renovations of the building exterior, interior renovations, upgrade to existing classrooms and gym spaces, lighting systems, outdoor space of the middle school, and reconfiguration of the parking lot, drop-off areas at the middle school Roosevelt complex. So a lot of things involved there and a big price tag. And we'll be voting on it on November 5th, as I said. I don't know how I'm going to vote yet on this. I really don't have enough information yet. This has just came out last week, and hopefully we'll have some more questions answered in the weeks and months to come before the election, such as what's this actually going to cost a a Detroit Lakes School District taxpayer in terms of what it's going to reflect on their property taxes. $59 million is the amount that we're going to have to borrow, but when you borrow money, you pay back more. What's that figure actually going to be? What's it actually cost residents? Plus, when the conversations about a new elementary school started several months, over a year ago, in fact, before the last election, there was talk that the Boys and Girls Club would be involved. And so far, I haven't heard anything about the Boys and Girls Club being involved. After all, they use a lot of the same facilities a school does. But the big question is, are we really going to need these facilities in the future? Some say yes, some say no. But in Detroit Lakes, in the last few decades, we got rid of Callaway Elementary, the Washington Elementary School, and the Lincoln Elementary School. Some sold, converted to other resources and whatnot. At one point, this school district was well over 3,000 students. At one point, it was barely over 2,000 students. Now, in the recent 6-7 year cycle, as we've had larger elementary classes coming in and smaller senior classes going out, the district has ballooned up to about that 2,600 to 2,700 student mark. And who knows, at the start of school in September, could be even higher than that. But will this growth sustain for more than, let's say, 6, 7, 8, or 10 years? Is this a trend we can see for the forthcoming decades? I don't have a crystal ball to look through that and see. Usually I'm very supportive of building projects. I think kids need to have the most up-to-date technology they can in order to learn, because in our society we're using more technology, not less. We put our kids at a disadvantage not to try to provide them with those technological buildings, etc., smart boards, all that jazzy stuff that you and I probably didn't have in school, but kids nowadays understand and really need to learn. However, I'm a little worried considering elementary school space issues with the portables was the big reason behind this, and yet so much extra projects are attached to it. But one thing I do know, the purchase agreement for the land the school districts come with allows them to purchase the land even if this vote fails, which means if it does fail, I fear that we're going to be hearing about a vote for a DL building years and years and years to come if this doesn't pass. All that being said, all of us need to think very long and hard about how we're going to vote on this issue. I'm just glad we don't have to vote today. We've got several months to decide.